So hello again, Jasmine Jour here. I'm doing a reaction video on Helluva Boss Season 2, Episode 9, Apology Tour. If you like Helluva Boss episodes, or if you like people talking about Helluva Boss, I already have a few videos up of this. So, you know, go watch those if you'd like, and subscribe for more videos on Helluva Boss. My next upcoming video is going to be about Legend of Zelda Tears of the King, Legend of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom. So I'm going to be doing a few videos on that, like mainly probably analysis and like my hopes and my wants for Zelda, you know what I mean, for this game in general, for this like upcoming game, but also just like Zelda in general, you know what I mean. So Helluva Boss, Zelda, I have plans to do more things than just that. So, you know, subscribe. Yeah, I don't really like that one, but anyways. So I'm gonna switch to Angry Chibi, my angry little avatar here, because I know that this episode is going to anger me. It's definitely going to anger me. Ooh. Okay, immediately, that is really pretty. Immediately, like, look at the lighting. Like, look at the light in the water. Like, some lighting there. Light in there, and then, like, look at the colors. So, like, there's a pink, purple, blue. Huh. I really like those colors. Those are, like, pretty colors. Like, look how pretty this is. Like, frame 1 of this episode. Very beautiful. And this is animated by a small team. Like, this is so good for, like, a small team. And then look at it moving. And then look at the ripples in the water. Look at the ripples in the water. Like, that's... ripples in the water. That is really pretty. And, like, really well done. Stolas' face there. Look at his face. He's not happy. He's miserable. He's actually, you know what that face is? That's him trying to take his mind off of, you know, his thoughts and the situation and how he feels. And then...
Hello.
Surprise.
Hello.
Oh. Anger and contempt. They're right there, anger and contempt. Rough night. He told you he had feelings for you, and you essentially screamed at him that you will never feel that way for the likes of him. That's essentially what happened. You can hear my dog scratching.
Besides, you always want to hear from me.
And here's Blitz again, like after being confessed to and brutally rejecting him, comes back around and once again makes it all about sex. That is annoying. That is very... like, it makes you want to strangle a guy, doesn't it?
My way to Earth. Okay, so get your tight feathered ass.
Earning his way to Earth. Then why, pray tell, Blitzo, were you skipping the last few meetups? Because, like, last episode you said you skipped, like, a handful of the times to meet up. And because you're only scheduled to meet up once a month, that means it has been months since you two saw each other. So, like, the fact that you're coming back around now after you are free, after he told you his feelings, after he gave you the crystal, said you are free of me, and you're coming back around like, oh, I want to feel like I've earned it, and it's like, if that was the truth, you wouldn't have skipped out on months of your end of the deal. Right? Like, that's, so you're lying, and you're lying to yourself. right? Because you're not lying to the audience. Not that you're aware of an audience, but you're not lying to us. We know.
Out of that lawn chair and into the bedroom so I can fuck it.
And again, he's making it about sex. And look at the, like, surprise that it's not working. And, like, this line, this has to be, like, a stress line or something. Because, like, he looks so surprised that coming on Stolas isn't working. And to be fair to him, this is, like, the first time since they first met again in 20 years or however long it was. 15 years was it, they said in the episode? In the other episode where it showed them first meeting again for the first time in 15 years. It worked then. Even though Stolas was a bit flustered, it worked, right? Even though that wasn't Blitz's intention. But, like, this is the first time that it didn't work. Because it did work last episode. Because Stolas got that, like, momentary weakness. Like, that one moment where he was, like, feeling weak. And then he was like, no. Like, this is the first time it didn't actually work. And those same kind of, like, stress lines are on Stolas as well. He's so surprised that it didn't work. And again, his face. Look at him. He's like, why isn't it working? Why isn't it working? What? Like, the confusion and the kind of, like, silent fear, horror, maybe? Because he doesn't know what to do with a Stolas that doesn't want him.
To make it.
Let me see. Stolas, congrats. Blitzo has officially broken your fucking heart. How does she know that? Like, how does she, like, did Stolas, like, post something or something? Like, how does she know that? That's my immediate question. How does she know? It would be my pleasure to extend honorary invite for being his freshest ex to our Halloween party in the human world. Oh, human world. That's interesting. Like, why are they in the human world? Like, well, not even why, just... that's interesting, though. For closure and to indulge in our shared hatred of that miserable fuckboy. Hope to see you there, Verosika meet Mayday. I actually really like the idea of this for Stolas, personally. Because I was saying last episode, like, he needs connections, right? He needs more than just his daughter, which he doesn't seem to be spending a lot of time with, or seeing, or talking much to, which I think is a mistake on Stolas' part. Because, like, even if... Because, like, I think he shouldn't be, like, venting to his daughter or anything, but, like, talking to her a little would be a good thing. Like, even just in the sense of, like, how are you? How do you feel about what's happening? Like, are you okay? You are my daughter. I love you. I will always love you. This has nothing to do with you. All the love for you. I think at most he should, like, tell what's her name? Octavia, that, like, you know, like, bare minimum information, like, the divorce was a long time coming, you know, it's, our marriage was an arranged one, not a love match, it was arranged, and it was a long time coming, and it was terrible timing that it came when it did on, like, my part, but it was a long time coming, and I should have done it a hell of a lot sooner, and this situation kind of snapped me out of it, and I was like, yeah, I'll go ahead with the divorce, because it was, as I said, a long time coming. Like, he needs to talk to her. But the other thing is, like, his two connections were Via and Blitz, right? Obviously, he's not going to be venting to Via. Like, he should talk a little bit to her, like, just, like, bare bones, kind of like, sorry for the divorce, it was a long time coming, how are you feeling about it? But then his other option is Blitz to talk to, and Blitz was actively trying not to engage with Stolas. So even if Stolas could have talked to Blitz, well, he wasn't able to talk to Blitz. He wasn't even able to spend time with Blitz because Blitz kept avoiding it. You know what I mean? And I think even if Blitz didn't avoid it, and he did get to talk to him or spend some time with him, I feel like Stolas wouldn't really go into things like the divorce, because he'd be like, I don't want Blitz to feel like he's at fault, or I don't want him to feel guilty, or I don't want him to think I'm trying to guilt him. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like Stolas would kind of try to, like, he'd want to talk about it, and he needs to talk about it, but he probably wouldn't talk about it with Blitz. You know what I mean? But he does. He's lonely, and he needs to make a few connections. So I kind of think that this ultimately might be a good thing for Stolas, because as it says here, for closure and to indulge in our shared hatred. It's like, immediately I'm like, it's a connection. He could make friends with someone. He could talk to someone. He can connect with someone. You know, he has someone to talk about. He has someone to talk to about some of the things he's going through. You know what I mean? This could be a good thing for Stolas, but that depends on whether this whole connection he may or may not make with Verosika in this episode actually holds. It may be just a connection that they make for the episode, and we may never see them interacting again. So I hope that it becomes like an actual connection, like a friendship or something. You know what I mean? Stolas needs more people, because like before he only had his daughter or Via, or his daughter or Blitz, and technically speaking, he didn't even have Blitz. You know what I mean? And in another way, he didn't even have Via as well, because we haven't seen her. It's like those were his two connection points, and he didn't really have either of them for different reasons. Because Blitz was actively trying not to engage, and Via is either being like deliberately kept away from Stolas by Stella, like she's deliberately keeping her away, or like maybe Via herself is staying away on purpose. I don't know, but his two connection points, he didn't really have either of them. And then last episode, he essentially learns he didn't actually have Blitz at all. That he wasn't a connection point. He wasn't a connection point at all, because Blitz threw in his face that he was just a rich prick. You know what I mean? So like, as I was saying last episode, he's alone, and as I'm saying in this one, he technically has two people that he cares about, but he's getting to spend zero time with either of them. And then learning harshly the last episode that one of his supposed connection points, being Blitz, was never, because like he knew it was like a weak connection point, and he was trying to strengthen that and spend time with Blitz, and Blitz was going against that. But then he found out it wasn't a real connection at all. So he needs this. He needs more connections. Boring? Is he fucking for real? Look who he just said that to. The guy who literally confessed to him. Gay relationships are boring, as said to the guy who tried to start a relationship with him. Like, Blitz, not the time, not the place, not the right goddamn person to be saying shit like that to. Oh my god. Look at this. This is the face of someone who has had their harsh rejection thrown back in their face. That is exactly what Blitz just did. Threw his harsh rejection back in Stolas' face. Look at him. He's fucking enraged, and he has every right to be angry here. He has every right to be angry in general in this entire freaking episode so far.
Oh yes, very boring. So what are you doing here then?
Wait.
Okay, immediately like clapping back, but also calling Blitz out. He's like, oh yeah, they're so boring. So why are you here? Well, why are you here? And he's every right, and he's right to as well. Like he's calling Stolas out here, or he's calling Blitz out here by being like, and why are you here then if they're so boring? Like, this is Stolas trying to get Blitz to admit he does want a relationship. You know what I mean? Because again, why would you be here then? Because Blitz is free. He's free. He has the crystal. Yeah, basically, he has the crystal. He doesn't have to be here. He doesn't have to be bothering Stolas. He doesn't have to be texting Stolas. So Stolas is right. If relationships are so boring, why are you here? He does want a relationship, and Stolas is pointing that out to him. You do want a relationship. That's why you're here. So why are you being a prick? You know, like, why aren't you, you know, apologizing, as the episode would imply, right? Oof. And look at what I love that. I love that. I love the fact that his immediate response is get out. Because one, Blitz deserves that. And two, look at Blitz's face. Look at him. He's shook it. He is so shocked. He's like, what? What do you mean? What do you mean? What? And the anger in Stolas' face. But the shock on Blitz's, he's so surprised that he's immediately being tossed out. I need to hear that again. More frame. Okay, you see the anger. The anger is starting to set in a bit. Okay. And then see how his lip is turning down a bit more. And there it is. The pure fucking disgust. Because that is disgust, isn't it? Like, there's anger in there, there's hurt in there, there's contempt in there. But I swear to fuck, that is disgust. Look at the downturned frown, the like that's like that, when you feel disgusted, that is that like involuntary like ugh. Like ew, ugh. You know what I mean? This is disgust, like anger in there, rage in there for sure. But that is disgust. He is disgusted by what Blitz is saying right now. And the question is, because of like Stolas' whole thing from the last episode where he was saying, if he's not here of his own free will, what kind of monster does that make me? And the other part of what was it? I'll believe him and not the voice that says I'm not good enough. And then the end of the episode was Blitz ripping him apart, basically. So is this disgust aimed at Blitz? Aimed at himself? Maybe a bit of both of them? I think in the moment it's probably aimed towards Blitz, because he literally did, just a second ago, call Blitz out for the whole relationships are boring thing, right? So this is him discussed that with one, Stolas, or Blitz is still not admitting, yes, he does in fact want a relationship. Even if it's not necessarily with Stolas, he's not admitting it, he's again hiding behind sex. And two, this is discussed at like the fact that Blitz is once again like making it about sex. You know what I mean? Like, this is about like the fact that he's feeling disgust at the idea of sex with Blitz. Like, it shows you how far this has fallen. Their situationship has fallen. So, yeah, Blitz, you're screwed.
Would be right now.
Get out.
Get out. Love that bit. Love that bit. Once more. And look at Blitz's face here. The way he's looking to the left while saying, I do not sound like him. Whereas we know in the episode with Fizzaroli, I think even Fizzaroli pointed out you two sound like each other. And Fizzaroli pointed out that like Blitz and Stryker are no better than blue-blooded princes, because they're also like creating this status thing. You know what I mean? Like, he was saying, you're no better than the nobility that you think is looking down on you, because when there comes blue bloods that won't look down on you, you're the one who's going to be looking down on them because you're thinking that they're looking down on you. That's what's happening here. Stolas has never looked down upon Blitz in the classist sense. In the physical sense, he's obligated to do that because obviously much taller than Blitz. But like, this entire time, it's Blitz who's been looking down on Stolas, all while thinking Stolas the one looking down at me, so I should look down at him too. Where Stolas has not been looking down at him, it's been Blitz looking down at Stolas the entire time, and it was Fizzarolli who pointed that out. He's the one who said, with all of your with all of your assumptions that blue bloods are constantly looking down on you, and you're right, there are pricks like that, but because you're assuming all of them are like that, when it comes to the ones who don't look down on you because you're an imp, you're the one who's actually doing the looking down on. You're the one who's creating this divide. And that's what this is. And also the looking to the left, showing that even Blitz realizes he's lying when he says, I don't sound like Stryker. You do sound like Stryker, and you know it.
The first time?
Oh god. One, the water is still pretty. No, look at his face. He's so confused. He's like, what? He didn't know that Stolas didn't know. And that's right, Stolas, Blitz, we the audience never saw Blitz telling Stolas, but we the audience also assumed Stolas was aware, because there was a moment in the episode where it looked like Stolas looked down the barrel of the gun, of the sniper scope. So we the audience also assumed Stolas must have realized that he almost got shot there. So, like, just seeing Blitz's face of, like, huh? He didn't know?
Yeah.
Complete bastard. I'm so angry. I'm so fucking angry. What the hell? What the hell? What? Blitz, what? What? You took him by the hand. Talking about love ballads. Why is it that I knew that you would mess it up? I didn't realize. Like, I thought it would be like an accidental mess up, that you would say just the wrong thing. But you deliberately messed that up. You purposely screamed his face. You purposely took him by the hand while deliberately talking about love ballads, and then like kind of like guided him to like come down to like face to face with you, and then you scream directly in his face. Like, last episode was bad enough, you were just raising your voice. You couldn't scream directly in his face because, one, he's taller than you and was actively walking away from you and had his back to you and was closing himself up with, like, holding himself. But this episode, you deliberately fucking screamed in his face. Look at this. Stolas he doesn't look hopeful here. But he does look sad. And he's like, I wonder what he's gonna say here. And then Blitz, like a complete fucking prick,
Was still the game.
screams. Fucking screams directly into his face. Look at Stolas flinching away, like turning his head away. This is worse. This is worse than last episode. This is worse. Complete fucking prick. The fuck.
Biggest thing I've heard all day.
Deliberately dragged him down to scream straight in his face. Blitz, if I could reach into the fucking screen, I'd slap you. Fucking cunt.
Do you feel any kind
This is a roller coaster. It's a roller coaster. I think I need to start pausing the episode to give myself time. Fuck. So he... So... He's... So... The entire... He's gonna apologize to everyone else except Stolas, because fuck Stolas, I guess. And it's, even if what Blitz said was true, like, I don't owe you shit, at the very least, you need to apologize for screaming in his face not 2 seconds before this. You deliberately lured him in to scream directly in his face. That, at the very fucking minimum, needs an apology. And just for a second, that needs an apology, Blitzo. You cunt. Why? Oh my god. I knew he was destructive, like self-destructive. But this is too much. Like, how? Like, he set himself on fire, like, at least 5 different times. No, you fuck right off. This isn't, I can't, okay, nope. This is the episode for reactions. Fucking prick. Who?
Everyone but you.
I need to find a way to just get into hell, find Blitzo. Because that's what he is now, Blitzo. And just beat the shit out of him. Also, all the eyes directly looking at Blitz. If the theory about this, that this is like root, like the root of all evil, if she's like an actual thing, she needs to come here and just smack the shit out of Blitz. I would love it. Blitzo, because that's what he is now. Because I would love that. Like, that would be a great way for the root of all evil to just show up. She's like, wow, you're a real great source of terrible emotions, ain't ya, Blitzo? Eyes, Blitzo. Moving on. You're definitely gonna die alone now, bitch. Definitely die alone now. Last episode I was like, there are hurt feelings that now have to be worked through. Now there are even more hurt feelings, because there was no attempt to work through the last set of hurt feelings. Now there's more hurt feelings on top of the hurt feelings. Yeah, see, yeah. Look at the crystal that you got, and then turn around and screamed at the guy multiple times now. Because how dare he give you the crystal for your business? Moxie, annoying kid, Southern bitch. Who was that? Okay, again, like, why? There's you.
Yes.
It is the dude from Aussies. Sorry. Okay, now what's that expression about? Is it what, the more he's done this, the more he's like, why am I not just apologizing to Stolas? Why are you giving flowers to this cunt? By the way. Let me just put you down a bit more. Over here, actually. Why is this cunt getting an apology? Why is his apology in the form of flowers? Why are you apologizing to him and not Stolas? What's your piece of shit face about? You're the one not apologizing to Stolas and giving flowers to some other cunt. The hell? If I smell homosexual Stolas. You're texting Stolas? Why? I'm sorry for last night. And he won't send it. And a text is not good enough. You screamed in his face, Blitz. Fuck you. Fuck you. You didn't even send it. Like, it's not good enough, but you didn't even send it? Oh my god, I swear to fuck, he's about to apologize to the fucking robot. This cunt's still here? Okay, in terms of episodes, it is actually kind of interesting to get to see all of these things again, because like we never would have learned that the teacher ended up with Martha in hell. Didn't the husband and kids die the same episode? Are they in heaven, or are they just separated, or... No, I don't know. But like, this is in terms of... It is interesting to see all these places again and see what happened. And look, there's the eye again. And it's watching... Oh look, there's more eyes, and they're watching the only occupant here. Oh, another eye. Watching you, man. Is he just like homeless now? Did he live here? Is he homeless now that he just lives in this wreckage? Okay. These people got fucked over more than I realized. Well, I figured it'd be like rebuilt or some shit. This is interesting to get to see all these things again and get to see like essentially the consequences of the last episodes. Okay, that's funny. That's funny. Oh god. And if you want to think about this, well, like his whole apology tour wouldn't be possible without the crystal, literal crystal, that Stolas gave him. His little apology tour would not be possible without Stolas. Sure, half of these people that he's apologizing to are people he fucked up because of his job. So, like, again... Oh, there's your one. I was wondering where she was, because the baby and the goat are here. She's there, pointing... Well, I don't think she has a gun, but she's... Her little arms are out, so she's pointing something. Whether it's her finger or something. So they're still together, and there's a priest right there not knowing what to do. This is funny and interesting, and tells you that these priests are not combat ready. For fuck's sake. That's a sentence. That's who I was thinking of. It's Vortex. He's not an ex, right? Right? He's not an ex of Stolas's, right? Or Blitz's, right? Right?
Not really,
Yeah, see, because you put him on the spot. I'd be annoyed at that too. I'd be like,
I really shouldn't.
Tell us all about your experience.
No. Okay. Immediately, no thank you. Verosika, sweetheart, stop.
But
Oh.
Blitzo,
Nope.
that cock-sucking motherfucker! Come on,
No. Fuck. Shit.
baby, speak from your heart.
Heart? No, because it's still very fresh for him.
We all here know how you feel.
We all know how you feel. Oh god. No, I'm sorry, I have to skip. Nope. Skipping. Ooh. Who are you? What's he singing? I don't wanna know. Oh god, I don't. Shit. Okay, I have to go back. As Verosika, there she is. Starring the voices of Cindy V as Verosika. As Martha X. Better than Blitzo guy. Yeah, this was an episode. Fuck Blitz. That's the moral of this episode. F that guy. I hope Stolas gets some experiences. I hope he makes some friends and so on. Other such things. I don't know. I wish him luck. I hope that if or when should I say Blitz and Stolas make up, that it's after some, time, and after Stolas has gotten some other experiences on his belt, both like romantically and sexually, I guess, but mainly the romantic part. As Stolas said himself, I want someone who wants me. And he doesn't feel like that's Stolas. He doesn't feel like that's Blitz. And Blitz has given him zero reason to feel that way, to feel like he's wanted by him. Like, this entire episode highlights that as well, with the whole like mirror thing, where every time Stolas looked at one of the reflections of Blitz, all of them turned away from him with a sneer. So I love how every single one of my episodes of Helluva Boss always turns into an hour-long monstrosity for some goddamn reason. So, yep. Thank you for being here if you were here this long. Yeah, I think I've said everything. So see you next episode, I guess, of Helluva Boss. What's the next episode? I don't know. I hope, I can't remember what the next episode is. I hope we see more of Verosika, more Stolas having experiences and friendships. Like, maybe even more of like Stolas and Verosika hanging out. I know, I love Verosika. But I feel like this might be one of the last times we get to see her. If not the last time, because like narratively she's done a lot in this episode. So we might not have a reason to really see her again. Unless there's like a music episode. Which it's Helluva Boss. There's always like music every now and again. I don't think it's like there's music every episode, but there is like a handful of songs every other episode. Or like one song episode after episode. So like it is like a very musical show. So like Verosika is a famous singer, so for that purposes she will always have a reason to be in the show somewhere. So I hope we do get to see her again. I really want to be able to see her again. I loved her in this episode. I want to see more of her. Oh god, yeah, so that's that. Hope to see Via again. Hope to see more Stolas like having experiences. Oh yeah, I just realized this is an episode that doesn't have Millie, Moxie, or Luna. Like, they weren't here the entire episode. They weren't even like glimpsed in this episode. I think this is like the first time where like none of the others were actually here. There's mainly just Blitz and Stolas, and then like all of Stolas' exes, and then all like references to like past episodes, which is still cool that we got to learn what happened to some of the people and some of the places from previous episodes. That's actually kind of cool. So I'm gonna sign off. Thank you for being here. If you were here this long, like, comment and subscribe, or like put in the comments like, what do you think? Do you want to see more of Verosika? I want to see more of her. I loved her in this. So like, let me know what you think. Good luck and see you again, maybe.